Trying to lock me, I can tell her it's not that. It's not up to the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Monarchs of Toronto. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of the... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Let's go now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Open man is Tucker. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down, Jenkins. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready, right?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Play fake. Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Down at the 25.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Jacobs going to try the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
3rd and 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a give, right side. Wilkinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jenkins. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on 1st down. Jenkins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now, this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jenkins dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
2nd and 10. Slot man moves right.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards for number 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Yes. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Patterson's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores and 24. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone. And
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. First down, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Wilkinson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now Murray. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Monarchs get a bit closer. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. He's got it at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And what a big-time play there. 52 yards. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Murray now to throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich. 37 yards. And the Monarchs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes the return from the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Raiders 48, Monarchs 16. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Wilkinson and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Jacobs trying to run on 1st down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Off play action. Jenkins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Davis now to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Hey, Ace.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question in my...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jacorian Bennett has it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Hiking 18.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Carlson able to put this one through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers
you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
That's another Toronto first down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.